Okay, Tom. So what are we making now?
Right, what we're going to do is we're going to do a dish with the chicken. So we've got the chicken breast here, and we've got some yogurt. So we're going to marinate it in the yogurt, and we're just going to put some mint in there, a little bit of lime juice, a little bit of lime zest, and marinate it. First off, we're going to flatten the chicken breast a little, so they cook a little bit more quicker.
This is probably better done in advance because
exactly.
the yogurt's sort of marinating it. The longer you marinate.
and exactly that, and then also, you know, it's a little bit less mess if you've got it ready prepared, so you can just put it in the oven. So if you do, if you can do them the day before.
The night before,
The night before, that'd be perfect. And with that, what we're going to do, we're just going to do a very simple green bean salad. So we're going to take the green beans that you've beautifully prepared again, some red onions which are going to roast in the oven with some thyme and some rosemary and some balsamic vinegar, and then we're just going to roast those in with a little bit of sugar as well. If you're using a balsamic for a dressing, I would use an aged balsamic vinegar, so anything that's over sort of 2-3 years old. So what we're going to do first, we're just going to quickly get these onions in. So all I'm going to do is peel these onions.
Now, do you have a trick when you're doing onions, how not to cry?
Yes.
Or do you cry in your kitchen?
No, I sometimes do, but the trick is not to breathe through your nose. That's it, to breathe
really?
through your mouth.
Okay.
And then hopefully you won't cry.
You won't cry.
But I tell you that if you do get some really strong onions, there is absolutely no way
Nothing you can do.
There's no way you're not going to cry. So what we're going to do, we're going to chop these in quarters and then mix it with a little bit of olive oil, some chopped rosemary, chopped thyme, so kind of like Provence sort of herbs, and then the sugar, brown sugar, the balsamic vinegar, and then roast them in the oven. So what we're going to do is pour on some olive oil on these, okay. Quite a little bit of olive oil because we can use that to bind the green beans together and the salad. So we've got quite a bit in there. And then with the rosemary, all we're going to do is just chop these. So when we do it, I'm just going to chop through that.
This lunch has a lot of different herb flavors, doesn't it?
No, I love herbs. I mean, they just, you know, they'll give great depth of flavour, you know, to any dish, and it's always nice to use, you know, to use herbs, and they're always readily available all year round as well.
So you've got rosemary and thyme in there.
Rosemary and thyme. Let me just pull the leaves off. And then, so that's in there. And then vinegar. Just literally pour that over. And then as these cook, that will cook down and reduce.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we take the sugar. Now as you know, balsamic vinegar is obviously sweet and sharp, so we don't put too much sugar. It's fine. And then some salt and pepper. And then as these cook, we'll just give them a little shake every now and again.
And we want them to be golden brown?
Yeah, slightly golden, and then kind of obviously, you know, soft. So that'll take about 15 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to just put these in the oven. It's about 180 degrees. Back in the ranch, we'll get on with the chicken. So what I'm going to do is slightly bash these out, so I'm going to put it in a paper bag.
And do we skin them?
Up to you. I mean, if you want to leave the skin on or skin off.
If I'm just doing sort of the fillet thing, I just take it off.
Take the skin off. It's exactly. I'm going to use this little.
And that doubles up as a weapon in case you need it, doesn't it?
Well, it does indeed. If you have any intruders,
to protect yourself.
Or you can use the old-fashioned rolling pin. So whatever takes your fancy. So what we're going to do, you have a plastic bag, or you can use cling film. So what we're going to do, we're going to insert the chicken breast and then just squash it. Chicken doesn't stick when it's being flattened. Just put a little bit of olive oil over it and then it won't stick. as much. All these little tips are getting away.
Yeah.
Okay. Put them in the bag. This. So your frustrations.
I know. So I was thinking, will you let me have a go on one, please?
Yes, definitely. Take that out. So that's one.
Yes, you don't really have to feather it once you've beaten it.
No.
I mean.
So, do you want to have a go?
Oh, go on then. Right?
Give it some.
Yeah, baby.
So Lacey, we're just going to put some lime zest on here. So we'll just give it a good taste. Turn it over. Do the same on the other side. Put some salt and pepper. Turn it over. Same again. Do your one as well. We're just going to do a little bit of lime jasmine rice just to go with it as well.
Oh, great.
Which again is very, very simple. We just have the jasmine rice, cook it with some lime zest, and at the end when it's cooked we add a little bit of lime juice as well. Got the lime juice in here, should be enough. So Lisa, we have the lime juice and the lime zest. If you want to put about 4 or 5 tablespoons into the bowl, and I'm going to chop the mint. So all we're going to do is just, when we chop the mint, we're just laying the leaves on top of each other. It's just easy to chop. And then all we do is run the knife through them. It's a nice, really nice, simple dish. I'm actually just going to spoon this on. A couple of dollops on each one.
But if you're marinating it overnight, you
just leave it.
Toss your chicken in.
You can just put it in that bowl and
Cover it up.
Cover it up. Press it down with a piece of cling film on top, so it's just completely covered, and then it's ready for you, the next day. The onions are doing okay, so they're kind of getting ready.
So you just sort of toss them again and then put them back in.
Yeah. And that'll all reduce down. So pop those back in. So what I've done, I've washed the rice. This is jasmine rice, so it's very, very simple. Once it's been washed, in the pan. And then for this recipe, if you weigh your rice, so say there's 300 grams of rice there, you then put double the amount of liquid, so you put 600 grams, 600 mils of cold water. Bring that up to a simmer with the lid on, turn it down, and then leave the lid on, and then let it cook. It'll take about 10 minutes, 12 minutes to cook. That's it. Very simple. Normally 1 cup of rice is perfect amount for a person to eat, and then with that you put 2 cups of water.
Right.
If you stick to that recipe, as I said, bring it up to a simmer. Once you've measured it, turn it down, leave the lid on, and it'll be cooked in 12-15 minutes. Ready.